Mr. J. What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
And I'm Justin at Dose of Stir.
And we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Special guest here, aka Justin's friend, aka a huge DC fan. How much of a DC fan are you?
Pretty big one.
right. All right, let's get right to it. This is David Valdez, man. What's going on, man?
Oh, it's going pretty good. You know, had a fun night. Saw a great movie, I feel.
Okay, all right, man. All right, already getting us the sweetness right here, man. All right, so let's get right to it. Can you give us a little backstory, I guess, on like the Birds of Prey and everything? Because I'm not too familiar myself with the gist of it. So
really, it was just a group of feminine characters from
right.
DC just wanted to come together, make their own little group. Originally starting of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Black Canary and Huntress, and then just forming on different styles, different people throughout groups, different series, you know, stuff like that. You know, they were just do-gooders, just all female. That's really all it was.
Yeah, and it's a great. I mean, I know we talked about it off camera, and I talked about it. My wife could agree on this as well. Is that it came out at the right time? It really did. I mean, with with everything going on with feminists and everything. I mean, let's be honest here. That's the truth here.
No comment.
That's the truth, and I'm proud to say that. You know, I mean, it just Justin, how did you have fun with this movie?
I did. Honestly, I did. You know, like, of course, when they first announced this movie, I was just like, why? I mean, but then again, like, you can never get enough of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
See, I was like, why? But why the F are y'all making it? Fix y'all's main core characters. I said we had a conversation before. Just fix y'all's main core characters. Figure out what you do with the Flash, guys. So many different writers. Oh, we're doing Flashpoint. No, we're not. Scratch that. We're still doing. Ezra Miller's not gonna be a part of it anymore. Oh wait, no, he's still gonna be a part. Like, it's just so many different things. I'm just like, y'all need to figure Flash out first. Birds of Prey. Do we need this movie right now? No, I don't think so. Can we agree on that at least?
I can agree with that, but being that I don't feel it was a Birds of Prey movie, it was a Harley Quinn movie.
Okay,
Birds of Prey was just kind of thrown on
You're
there.
throwing on there, right? Okay, I was waiting for that for the end.
An introduction into Birds of Prey, pretty much.
Yeah. But what? How much fun did you have in this movie, man?
I had a lot. Like I said, being that Harley Quinn's my favorite character all around DC, she's it. I was excited to see her brought to the big screen the way she was.
Yeah.
You know, I did mention to you at the theater, I loved the silliness everywhere in it, because to me that's what Harley Quinn is. She's a silly character doing silly things, but that end up, you know, just creating a whole other mess. But it was very good. I enjoyed it greatly.
It was a lot of comedy. I mean, I'll say it straight out. Like, it just, even with the trailer itself, like, I mean, you think all the comedy's in the trailer sometimes, but it just, no. For this case, it was a lot more comedy. It's a lot more comic relief. And here's the thing. You know, I wasn't really laughing at a lot of the jokes, but I mean, I heard you laughing, I heard Justin laughing. That's great, because some of the jokes didn't work for me so much. But then again, I'm real particular on jokes. I'm real particular on comedy. So with that being said and everything, you know, Harley Quinn starts off narrating the story, and I'm just like, going into it, I'm just like, oh, okay, so it's just gonna be Harley Quinn's accent. Like, that accent is powerful. Let's be honest. That accent, like that Boston accent, is rowdy. I can't believe she still pulls it off. But I mean, so just going into it, I mean, the way the story was, you know, introduced to us, I felt like, you know, it was gonna be a silly movie, I guess you could say, like you already said, like it's gonna be one of those silly goofball movies, popcorn movies. And I don't know, for me, I felt like I don't want to say there was too much action, but I feel like there was too much action sometimes.
You know what? I want to say, there was a lot of action, but honestly, like the fight choreography was awesome.
Yeah,
it really was.
Yeah, positive right there. I mean, the action sequences were done so well. I felt like $1 million was spent on the act. No, probably more than that. A lot more than that.
No, I feel like this, you know, they finally gave Harley Quinn justice on how she actually can fight.
Yeah. I 100%.
Yeah. Dude, she was, Margot Robbie.
I'm watching the movie and I'm like, is this injustice?
Basically, that's what I was getting from that.
Going into it, we do get a lot of little, I guess, I don't want to say it, I don't think it's spoilers, but we do get little cameos of like, not necessarily cameos, but sides. I mean, this is set in Gotham, which I was curious about. I know we've got little hints. Oh, it's gonna be Gotham, but now it's officially, we could say, like, it's not. I mean, it's Gotham City, and furthermore, this is after Suicide Squad. What it feels like. I mean, this is a breakup. Harley Quinn. I mean, we get it from the trailer too. Like it just, right off the bat, it comes right into her life where she's really struggling to really figure out who she is. It's funny because I'm just like, but you're you're Harley Quinn. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you don't know who you are?
She's a complicated character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she came in as a side character. She needed to actually find who she was as a main character.
But see, in Suicide Squad, she was a main character in that.
Okay.
I mean, but I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. In the comics, it's totally different.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But in this, in Suicide Squad, also like they were leading us towards she and Will Smith, that they were both, main characters and everything. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I mean. Yeah, even though everyone hated the Joker, hated the last Joker, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that Jared Leto Joker. And no, he's not in here, guys. Sorry. He is not in here. I enjoy it. I'm going to get a lot of comments, but I enjoyed it.
We've talked about it. I enjoy that Joker as well.
Awesome.
When I first saw it, not going to lie, I was kind of like, oh, what is this? But seeing the way he progressed and presented himself, I think that's what oh, wow, okay, I can get on with this.
Right?
Yeah. So.
All right, going back on Birds of Prey. So let's give just a great casting of actresses here. I mean, let's be honest. It's just so many great, of course, Margot Robbie. And then we also get Rosie Perez, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I mean, we got a lot of good actors, real known actresses here. Rosie Perez, where is she from again? The one that, the cop.
Pineapple Express.
At least
that's where I know her from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Pineapple Express.
Yeah, and then Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You said she was from.
She's from Scott Pilgrim.
Ramona Flowers.
Yeah. Ramona Flowers.
Shoot, man.
Sky High.
Sky High, man. See, that's what we're gonna. And then of course the one and only Obi-Wan himself, Ewan McGregor. I mean, okay. When he was introduced in here in this movie, that's why I was very hesitant. I was like, okay, opening scenes powerful. It's good. It's great, but. How are they going to introduce Ewan McGregor? How is he going to come about? Is he going to play the Black Mask? Because he's real obnoxious. We know. I mean, I've watched him in the cartoons as well. We've all seen different adaptations of him. Furthermore, was he obnoxious and annoying and loud? Yeah, at times. Yeah, and because that's the character he played. But I just, I wasn't necessarily. It wasn't really. Without spoiling, it's not really black. I mean, it wasn't really Black Mask. Yeah. I guess you could say, so to speak. We almost hit the case where, ladies and gentlemen, we almost hit the case where it's like Joker sense. Like it's just we don't get too much of him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's potential there. Like I wanted to see more of it.
Yeah, I wanted a lot more of.
Yeah.
Roman Black Mask.
Yes, and the funny thing is, I don't think he even called himself Black Mask. Not one.
No, they just referred to him.
Yeah.
Oh, Harley did.
He was referred to as Black Mask.
Yeah. Let's get right to the director herself, Kathy Yane, and let's be honest, we need more women directors. I'll say it again. I mean, Patty Jenkins, she's done an amazing job with Wonder Woman. She started off with Game of Thrones and then crossed over to Wonder Woman, and then now she's making the second one, which comes out in June. I'm sorry, and it's just wow. We need more women directors, man. Let's be honest. Come on, guys. I mean. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. It was a great. I mean, you could tell that it was all girl power in this movie.
Let's just be honest. That DC should just go with women. And,
just make all their female characters.
Okay, everyone in the auditorium was laughing at jokes, different kind of situations, and that's great because I feel like this movie's really gonna hit different people in different aspects. I feel like it's gonna hit. It's gonna be funny for certain people. It's gonna be funny again. For the good humor people, the crew humor people, myself, because I love crew humor. I love that dirty humor. And then the clean humor, dry humor, like Justin, dry humor, it's going to go for that. Because I'm dry humor. I'm the office kind of guy.
Yeah. But, what surprised me was, I found out it was rated R and everything like that.
Yes,
which
and it made you question. It rated R.
Well, at first it made you question, why?
Why?
But then, you see the movie and you're like,
you understand.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Could it have gone a lot stronger without rated R?
Maybe, but I don't know. For me, again, being the huge Harley fan that I am, I think those F-bombs kind of...
Well, see, it's rated R for strong violence, language throughout, and some sexual and drug material. So I guess, I guess it's rated R. Yeah, I guess you can't really.
The drug material part surprised me.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. I think even though too, with a lot of the fight scenes, they couldn't do them the way they did if it wasn't rated R.
And it's funny.
They were able to show a lot more of that blood hitting. Yeah. Jaw breaking, skull breaking. It was great.
Yeah, and we don't need a PG-13 like the way they did with Deadpool. We don't need that. It's funny too because they actually talk about profanity, severe, alcohol, smoking, drugs, moderate, and then fighting intense scenes, severe. Like that's funny how they do that great on IMDb. That's awesome. Okay, so going furthermore into it, I'm kind of half in, half out of this movie because I'm just like. We look beyond this film, of course. We look like, okay, DC, what are y'all doing over there? What's going on, Warner Brothers? What's going on? Yeah. Where do you go about this? This obviously doesn't portray anywhere close near to Matt Reeves' Batman with Robert Pattinson. It's going to be connected. I hope to God it's not. I don't think it should. I don't think there's possibility because they mentioned Batman in this one, which we can only assume it's the...
Talking about
Ben Affleck.
Affleck.
Yeah, Affleck. So I really. They mention a lot of good things in here too as well. They mention they do hint like it's after Suicide Squad as well, which is pretty good. So I just. At the same time, just like, man, I don't feel like I hate when you show Gotham without Batman. I hate that in any movie. In any movie, I'm just like, it's not Batman without it's not Gotham without Batman. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Even the Joker had Batman. Bruce Wayne. But it's still come on, guys, that's technically Batman. But not at that moment, of course. But even in Joaquin Phoenix's, it was just like, oh, here's Wayne Manor. Wayne Manor still exists. We still had that strong presence of like. A little boy who's quiet and just like he's already in his mind. He's already in training to become Batman.
I'm really surprised they didn't like
show any nods.
Show him at all. Yeah. There was no posters. There was no like signs of even the GCPD knowing anything about him.
And that's the thing. I think that they're just like. That's it. We're done. We're done with Ben being Batman. That's why I feel like in this. I felt like I was like, you know what? We're starting fresh with Matt Reeves. We're done. We're not putting any more references.
That's so upsetting though, because I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I thought he was great.
Okay. That's another story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. I'll be okay.
God, you got him started.
No. In BVS, he was great, but in Justice League, I can't have a fat Batman. I'm sorry.
But Justice League was just terrible.
Yeah, but it was just okay when he took off his suit. When you were just talking to Gal Gadot, he took off his suit. I get it. He's old age. That's fine. But I'm just like, we can't have a fat Batman. I mean, he was too. It was just. I don't know. It's probably hate on me.
But it was muscle.
I don't know about this. I mean, and then also at the time he's going through a lot of personal stuff. So I was all like, you know what? I don't think he was fully into the role because of personal issues. So I was just like, all right. That's cool, but Justice League was a terrible movie itself, so there was nothing that could have saved Justice League. Nothing.
But like I said, going to his Batman, I feel like the presence he had, just his look, that chiseled chin. Yeah, I feel like that was perfect. That's a Batman. Yeah. If that was to come out more in Suicide Squad, more in Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn, I feel like it would have just. I feel like it could have made it so much better.
To be honest, they could have ended this where like, hey, this is the last scene. This last time we're gonna see Batman. Like I felt like they could have done something like that, like a good montage towards him. Like, oh, that's it, we're done. So I would say like there's a lot of good costume in here. I would say. I mean, I love Ewan McGregor's suits were freaking on point. Harley Quinn's the costume designs was really done very well. I felt like everyone and that's the funny thing too. That women notice, and my wife really notices. In Gal Gadot, if you noticed it a lot in trailers, guys, and she actually didn't. She noticed that a lot of the characters here were wearing flats. About shoe stuff. In Gal Gadot trailer, there's one scene where she's wearing the step, which is the major scene. We saw that at Warner Brothers. Yeah. In the fighting scene of Wonder Woman, you go back to the fighting scene of Wonder Woman. It goes on camera, you see it like this, but in the fight scene, she's like this. It goes down. It drops into it. Which is shoes. It's funny how women notice everything about, they notice everything. I mean, let's be honest, they notice everything. And it's funny too because she showed it to me on Wonder Woman when we saw it, and I was like, wow. So this one, she actually was happy about that because they
even pointed it out in the movie, like this movie. Like,
yeah.
Why did she do a shoe change?
Yeah, yeah. And see, and I think that's why I think people started to notice it a little bit. But yeah, so that's another thing. So my major concern with this movie was that a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving characters was in this. I was worried because I was like, okay, you have too many moving characters. Are they all going to correspond? Is the writing going to coexist with them? Is it going to go smoothly for each character? And I wasn't disappointed, actually. I was very shocked. I was like, man, actually made sense for everybody. Everyone had a good character development. I feel like everyone almost had the same amount of screen time, except Harley Quinn had a little bit more. But again, it's her story, you know? Yeah. Let's be honest, it's her story, her birds of prey, so to speak. But yeah, so I mean, Margot Robbie, I think she did really good act. Like, dude, she's effing Harley Quinn. Like, God, she is Harley Quinn. I don't think there's anyone that can ever play this role ever again the way she has. I mean, dude.
As far as live action,
as far as live action, yeah.
Well, as far as right now,
yeah, live action. But cartoon, of course, we know what's going on with the cartoon, which is really great. But yeah, so they do have small references. Action scene was really good. Ewan McGregor, I feel like they were doing more of a darker character, and I wanted to see that more develop. We didn't get that at all. We didn't get any more development, sort of, kind of, and I just was sad about that. But let's be honest, it was a good popcorn movie. It really was, and a lot of people are going to be talking about this movie. Right now, it's currently at 94% Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm excited to see how that score progresses throughout the weekend.
I think it deserves that 94.
And let's be honest, I hope this movie does great. I'll be honest. As much as I give it critique and as much as I criticize it, I hope this movie does great because DC needs we need 2 wins. We only have 2 movies this year. Come on, get us double. I mean, it's funny. Everyone anticipates 1984 to be Wonder Woman 1984 to be a great movie. And I'll be honest, I do too. Like, oh my God, it looks.
And if you don't agree, you're an anti-feminist.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and also I did recognize too a lot of the stuff in this Gotham we actually saw in games. I've seen in games in the Batman Arkham Knight games. A lot of like the spot in not the carnival, but like
talking about the pier.
Yeah, the pier.
The pier.
The pier. Like you'll recognize a lot, and that's the funny thing too because in BVS and in Justice League we do get a lot of that too as well. So I love that. I love that pay montage. I'm just like, how do y'all get y'all's video games right and y'all's animation so great and on point, Warner Brothers, but yet you can't get a live action movie going. I beats the odds out of me, right? I mean, come on, let's be honest. Everything else is great except some of the live action.
Yeah, they're just trying to force it all down our throats.
Yeah, it's just like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so what'd y'all feel like they needed? Because I mentioned what they needed. Was there anything that you wanted to change out of this movie that you thought could have changed? Runtime for this movie was 1 hour and 49 minutes, almost 2 hours.
The only thing is that I think it could have been longer. And then to the size of Harley Quinn's hammer. I feel like it could have been bigger. Because it is portrayed to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plus two, I noticed that when she threw it down, it kind of like bounced like if it was a soft toy.
Yes, I noticed that. I was like, yeah, really? Is that gonna really?
That's the clown in there. Let's see. It doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing, but she did that exact same thing. Oh, okay, well, you're not talking about it. Yeah, we did the exact same thing, but with the regular bat. But it's fine. Yeah, what did you feel like? You feel like they need to change anything, or you want to see more of?
I think there was a few things, but I think the one biggest thing.
Yeah.
If they were going to do the movie the way they did, they should have just made it Harley Quinn. Just completely eliminate the birds of prey.
Exactly. I agree with you there.
I feel like it has no business. It has no business in the title.
It doesn't.
But it worked in the movie the way they did it. But yeah, it had no business being in the title.
And it's funny that you mentioned that because I was just like, birds of prey. I mean, like I said, to me, to you, it's totally different. But to me, it's just like Oracle. It's it's Batman leaves. He leaves Gotham for a few months, or I think it's like 6 months to a year, right? He leaves Gotham for 6 months to a year, and Batgirl, of course, the Killing Joke, she becomes Oracle. And then believe it or not, Selena Kyle and Batman have a daughter, and she's a metahuman, and it's just like I'm actually they made a TV show out of it, believe it or not, and it was cheesy as hell, but that's the Birds of Prey that I know, so I'm just like totally different comic and totally different world, but I'm just like. This should have just said Harley Quinn. I mean...
Yeah, it should have.
Harley Quinn in the induction of Birds of Prey.
No, Harley Quinn, the fabulous Birds of Prey.
I would have probably even loved it if it was just called, like, The Fabulous Emancipation of the One Harley Quinn. Like, as long of a movie title as that is.
And then...
I feel like without Birds of Prey, like, that could have just worked by itself.
And let's be honest, and people are not getting their butts in the seats. You think people are getting their butts in the seats for Birds of Prey? Because I don't think so. I think they're getting the seats because of Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Right? Okay, that's why I was
Harley
thinking.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Why do you think they have Harley Quinn just a slightly little bit bigger than that?
Yeah, and see here. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it's just a lot of fans loved her. A lot of moviegoers, regular moviegoers, they loved Margot Robbie.
Every white girl was like, finally, someone who could represent us.
That's crazy, right? Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. Yeah.
Like you're mad about that.
Yeah. Don't act like you're not mad. You want to take a picture with them. You want to do more. All right, let's get right to it. So was this the film that we deserved? I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
I'll say yeah. Why not?
All right, let's go to ratings, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to ratings. So 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, guys. What's your rating? We'll start with Justin. 1 out of 10.
Ooh. You know what? It was more. I saw a lot more positive than I expected. I thought this film was gonna tank, honestly. I mean, but then again, you got Harley Quinn in there, so couldn't really tank. So honestly, I'll give it a solid 6.
6, okay.
A solid 6.
All right, David.
Don't be afraid to give it a 10 if you wanted to.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, yes, I'm biased because Harley Quinn, like I said, favorite character. Although I don't think the movie was a 10, there was a few things that I didn't care for that thought could have been better, whatever. But I'd say probably like maybe an 8.5.
Damn. Okay, he's right around where I was going to be at.
Okay.
What was your rating again? I'm sorry.
6.
6. Okay.
Solid 6.
6. What the heck? It's because it's a DC movie, right?
No.
Nah. They rate Marvel movies. They rate Marvel movies. 7 and above.
No, just being someone who's not too familiar with DC in general, because I'm more of a Marvel guy. I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was some aspects that I knew about that made me question why they made this movie. But
yeah,
honestly, I mean, the fighting did it for me, like the good choreography and everything, and it was good. So solid 6.
The choreography was great. Action sequences were great. The fight scenes were magnificent, and some of the stuff wasn't really believable. Some stuff goes a little overboard when it came to the action sequences. I'm not going to mention it right now, but I'm going to have to give this a solid 8, guys. Because I feel like this movie is really going to do well in theaters, and also because I enjoyed it, even though I critiqued the hell out of it. When it was over, I was critiquing the hell out of it, criticizing the hell out of it. I still enjoyed it. I had a blast at this theater. I had a blast watching this movie, and I had a blast watching Harley Quinn. Who doesn't want to watch Harley Quinn slap a bunch of people and beat the living crap out of them?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Honestly, I'm glad that that it is good and that it got the score that it did, because if it tanked, then this would probably be the last time we see Margot Robbie as.
But see, I think that's their pride and joy right there. Now they're gonna if it does good,
But I mean that could
Aquaman
also turn into a bad thing. Though.
Yeah,
I don't want them to overuse.
Yeah, I think they're gonna overuse her.
Could be Spider-Man, bro. It's the next Spider-Man.
Oh man, don't say that. All right, guys. Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to check it out at theater, you ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're not a DC fan, be sure to check it out. Also, if you're just an average moviegoer, you're gonna check this out. Who doesn't love a good action movie? Who doesn't love to see a good action sequence movie?
Who doesn't like Margot Robbie?
True. Wolf of Wall Street. True. Man. Dude,
just any movie.
Yeah, just any movie. But yeah, again, I'll give great actress choices, by the way. And then so let's get right into it, guys. We're going to be mentioning spoilers right now. So spoilers, we're going to be mentioning small little details of spoilers. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out our other videos, guys. Like, share, subscribe. You want to say, guys, about Birds of Prey? All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. You gave it 8.5, right?
8.5.
I give it an 8. Justin, you gave it a
solid 6.
6. All right, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Justin at Dose of Stir.
And I'm David at 11th Hokage on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show, David.
Appreciate you having me.
Maybe we got to make this a regular thing, all right?
We'll see. Let us know what you want.
All right. By the way, David's official sponsor of Craftsman, by the way. Craftsman, where hardworking tools are made and hardworking men. Right, Dave?
Dude, they're going to charge you for that.
I know, right? All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for making us a part of it.